You don't have to smile, it's recording.
Hello. Hey.
That's why half my photos are where to go in drawings.
Yeah.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm going to talk to you tonight about stretching. It is very important to stretch on a daily basis, whether you think you're going to be physically active or not. Without some sort of stretching routine, your muscles can actually shorten, which is what causes them to become tight, according to a study published by Harvard Health Productions. Sitting for an extended period, if you have a desk job or something where you just laze around on the couch a lot, sitting for an extended period of time can cause your leg muscles to tighten, which can make walking difficult or sometimes even painful if you've experienced that. Regular stretching keeps muscles long, lean, and flexible, and that means that exertion, whether it's lifting weights or going for a run or whatever you're using your muscles for, it won't put too much force on the muscle itself. It's more straightened out. To get the greatest long-term effects out of a stretching routine, you should stretch daily, even if it's just for a little bit. It may have taken you months to get tight muscles, so you're not going to be perfectly flexible after just one or two sessions. It takes weeks to months to get flexible, and you'll have to continue working on it to maintain it, kind of like when you're exercising. If you go to the gym and you exercise, you're lifting weights. If you go back after a while, you haven't lifted for a while, you can't lift as much as you had before. It's the same idea with stretching. You don't stretch for a while, your muscles kind of sink back into that tightness. That is according to David Nolan. He is a physical therapist for Massachusetts General Hospital. Furthermore, a 2011 study indicates that stretching in increments of around 20 minutes at a time can actually lower your blood sugar. There was a test done where they took several diabetics and they fed them the same food. They had one group just kind of sit around, not do a whole lot for 20 minutes, and they had a group just do kind of minor stretches for that same 20 minutes. The group that had stretched for 20 minutes showed a noticeable drop in their blood sugar when it was when it was compared to the group that just sat around and did not stretch. Stretching does not need to be a long drawn-out process. According to professional trainer Jennifer Wortham, just a few minutes of stretching increases blood flow through your entire body, including your brain. Even if you are not physically active, doing stretches can activate your blood flow, help you think clearer. If you're a planner or a problem solver, stretching can have positive effects on that as well. A stretching routine can be any length of time. The routine I'm going to show you here in a little bit is actually done in about 90 seconds. However, there are some people that can stretch for hours at a time. If you've ever experienced any sort of yoga, people who go to yoga classes, that's a more grand form of stretching. A lot of times we think about that, but that is not entirely necessary. You can do stretching from just a few minutes to a minute and a half to an hour at a time if you're into yoga or other forms of like Tai Chi, things like that. I'm going to go ahead and run you through a short 90-second stretching routine that can be done with no additional equipment. You don't have to go to a gym and use a stretching bench. You don't have to use anything. I think for one, you might want to use like a chair or something for some balance. But this is just a real short routine that can be done very easily with no additional requirements. This is a demonstration thing, so I'm going to actually show you and walk you through it. If you want to participate as we go along, you are welcome to do so. But otherwise, I will just kind of be illustrating it. The first stretch, there's actually going to be a total of 9 stretching positions, and we're going to hold each one for about 10 seconds. We're just going to do a kind of a slow count to 10. The first stretch, you're going to hold your arm out straight, and you're just going to pull your hand back like this. As you do this, you should feel it kind of stretching out right in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you do that, you should have felt it stretching right in here and right underneath here. We're going to do the same basic motion, but instead we're going to bend the wrist down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should have felt a similar thing, but with the opposite side. You're going to do the same series of stretches, but now with your left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should feel the same series of muscles being stretched out, just on the opposite arm, of course. You're going to take your right arm, stretch it across your body, and hold it tight with your opposite arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you do that, you should feel it right in your shoulder area as it's being stretched out. With the opposite arm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The next one is, I will be honest, my least favorite. It is going to be a toe touch. I will be totally honest, I cannot touch my toes. So for me, it's going to be about a calf touch, but we're still going to hold it for about 10 seconds. Just bending at the waist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you're doing that, you should feel a stretch right here on the back of your leg, starting at your calf, going up to your thigh. The last one that you're going to do is, if you want to use a chair for balance, you're more than welcome to. But you're just going to take your left leg, you're going to stretch it up behind your back, holding it at your ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should feel it stretching right here at the front of your thigh. And with the other leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what happens when you show off. So that is just a real simple 90-second stretching routine that is stretching pretty close to all of your major muscle groups. I think the only one it doesn't really cover is your abs. Is really the only thing it's not stretching out, although depending on how long you hold this one for, you may start to feel it in your abdominal area.
Mine are rock solid anyway, so.
Thank you. Kind of an illustration of how it can be useful in long-term effects. I have been doing this stretching routine just about every weekday for several months. Where I work, we have to stretch before we go down to the floor each morning because there's a lot of lifting involved. When I started, when we would do toe touches, I could get about to here. Still can't touch my toes. Still working on that. I've got some stuff here that's kind of, providing a bit of a blockage, but I can now get down to about to my calf level, which is a good, about 6 to 8 inches further that I could stretch when I was beginning. I feel good when I stretch. When I get to work at like 6:30 in the morning. I'm still tired. I haven't had my cup of coffee yet. It's very tempting for me to take my first cup of coffee first thing in the morning. If I can hold off until after I've stretched, I've noticed I don't feel the need to get that coffee anymore. My muscles are starting to wake up. I'm starting to get some blood flow to my brain. I'm still tired, but at least I'm feeling more alert. Just in conclusion, are there any questions, first of all, from the in-person audience? Any questions about stretching routines, things of that nature? Well, if not, to the online audience, I look forward to having a conversation with you either on the comments or in the discussion boards. Thank you for your time.